show, everybody. I'm so pleased to welcome local author Emanuela Fernandes, who is here. Her new book is called The Stopover. Thank you for coming on today, Emanuela.
Thank you so much for having me, Jacqueline. I'm so excited. And happy National Volunteer Week. Volunteers are such a big part of Rogers Television and what it stands for. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on today. You are a first-time author, and this book really stemmed from your experiences of having a baby. You have a 3-year-old, right?
I do. Next week, 3-year-old.
Next week, 3-year-old.
Yes, she's turning 3 next week, and I'm so proud.
And the book kind of has some similarities to what women can experience when their life does change so drastically from being that independent woman to then, a mom with a lot of responsibilities and a real life change. Tell us about The Stopover and what this book is all about.
So essentially, The Stopover, it's a very sensual book. It's also an escape. And it was important for me to tell a story because I felt that so many people choose to neglect and choose to really kind of leave behind the closed doors. So it's a story about an identity crisis, a woman who goes through an identity crisis after having a child because all of a sudden her world is rocked by the lack of herself, right? She is no longer that desired worker. She's no longer that desired wife. And she really misses that life that she used to have before, the carefree nature of her life. And the truth is, when we have children, so many things change, so many dynamics of our relationships change. Right. With our spouse, with our friends, we no longer have that freedom to do whatever we used to do. And she really struggles between the desire to be there for her child and also the desire to have her own life. So what she does is she decides to really take control in her own hands, and she decides to do something for herself. And she becomes a flight attendant, which is something that she always wanted to do, and something that is supposed to be a rediscovery of herself with seeing all the wonderful places of the world, and Paris, and Moscow, and Rome, and Rio de Janeiro, and Kingston, Jamaica. What actually happens, she falls in love. She falls in love with another man, and the connection, again, there's another completely different dimension to her life, and it rocks her life, and now she has to make another difficult decision.
Oh, and you can't tell us what that is because it's in the book. You have to read the book.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so this is a single mom. She's a single mom.
She's not a single mom.
She's not a single mom.
No, she's not a single mom. She has a husband.
Oh,
but that's what makes it just that much more difficult. That's what makes it more difficult, right. Because now she has this budding affair that is of a celestial connection, and she really needs to figure out what she's going to do because that connection is just like something that she's never experienced before.
Very interesting. So we're dealing with two kind of parts of her life, right? The stability of the father at home and husband, and the new baby, and that's kind of grounding her. But then she's having this opportunity to, I guess, live a bit of a different life on one hand, right? So going through a definite identity crisis. But also you write, you told me it's a sensual read. I guess it falls under the category of like erotica.
It does.
Okay.
It does, because I felt like...
We don't need to be embarrassed because that's such
No, absolutely.
Women like reading this.
And as I said, we need an escape. Especially as moms, we often suppress that sexual side of ourselves, right? And she has the opportunity to rediscover it. She has an opportunity to really kind of tap into that youthful source of sensuality, of youth and elegance and femininity, and she feels like a woman in the circumstance of different countries with a different person who really evokes that feeling that she was no longer getting with her husband, where she is in many ways neglected as a woman.
She's feeling desired now.
Absolutely.
Which of course every woman really wants to feel. That's a good feeling to have.
It's always important to feel like a wife, or a lover, and not just a mom. And unfortunately with childbirth, that's what often happens. And again, it's a normal dynamic. However, many of us choose not to speak about how difficult it is, that change, how demanding it is.
I love this. I love the topic. Where is it available? Because it is now out, and you can pick up your own copy. Where can we get it?
Yes, it is. It's on Amazon.com. Amazon retains a full right to distribute it for now, but hopefully next year we're going to have it in bookstores. But it's very easy, and I'm so excited. And I think it resonates with so many women. So many women, through the power of social media, I have a chance to speak to all of my readers, and so many said, this is the book that I can't put down because it really transports me to different countries, different places, different smells, good food, good love making,
Just
and
a good
all
read.
of those things.
A good read. Thank you, Emanuela.
My pleasure. Thank
Please
you.
go to the website, of course,